Hello everyone, welcome to Unknown Facts. So students, in this video we will solve week assignment number 10 of the course Software Engineering. So students, this week consists of in total of 10 number of questions, and we will start it from question number 1. Okay. So question number 1 is why it is necessary to test a large program at three different levels, that is unit, integration as well as system levels, rather than testing only at the system level. So options are: option A is it reduces the number of test cases that need to be designed. Option B is it reduces the test execution effort. Option C is it reduces the debugging effort. Option D is it reduces test case design effort, and option number E is it increases thoroughness of testing. So the correct answer for question number 1 will be option number E. Okay. It increases thoroughness of testing. Question number 2 is considered a function that takes an integer a which can assume integral value between 0 to 100 as its argument and carries out actions involving setting the value of a variable b, and the value of the variable is displayed as specified in the following table. So data is given, and during black box testing of the function, at least how many valid equivalence cases are required? Options are 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So the correct answer for question number 2 will be option number D. Okay, that is 6. Question number 3 is consider the following function that takes an integer a that can assume values between 0 to 100 as argument and carries out the following actions involving setting the value of a variable a and b. So a is less than 10 and a is greater than 80. Okay, b is equal to b plus 10. So during black box testing of the function, at least how many boundary value that cases are required assuming that reverse testing is not targeted? Options are 5, 12, 13, 17 and 18. So the correct answer for question number 3 will be option number A, that is 5. Okay. Question number 4 is consider a function named solver that solves a quadratic equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b and c are floating point numbers. At least how many test cases are needed for strong equivalence class testing of the function solver considering only valid equivalence cases? So options are 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So the correct answer for question number 4 will be option number C, that is 5. Okay. Question number 5 is considered a function named compute grade that computes the grade of a student based on his attendance and the total marks obtained out of 100. If the attendance is below 80%, the student is assigned F grade, irrespective of the marks scored. If the attendance of a student is 80% or more, the students with marks M is assigned a grade from X, A, B, C, D, P, F, depending upon whether the M is greater than 89% or in between 79% to 90%, or in between 69% to 80%, so on. If the decision making about the grade computation is represented in the form of a decision table, at least how many test cases are needed for decision table testing? So options are 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So the appropriate answer for question number 5 will be option number C, that is 8. Okay. Question number 6 is scenario coverage testing can be considered to be which of the following types of testing strategies? Options are pairwise testing, decision table based testing, equivalence uh, partitioning based testing, boundary value based testing, combination combinatorial testing. Okay, so the correct answer will be combinatorial testing, that is option number E. Question number 7 is considered a function compute grade has been written by the academic unit of an institute to compute the grade of a student from the marks obtained. Assume that the following grading scheme is being used by the academic institute. So from the data, during black box testing of the function compute grade, altogether at least how many equivalence test cases are needed to be designed, assuming that robust testing is targeted. So from the given option 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, the correct answer will be option number E, that is 10. Okay, question number 8 is suppose an untested program was determined to contain 640 bugs. Three different testing techniques were applied to test the code. Each testing technique is effective to detect 50% of the bugs that exist before the concerned testing technique is applied, while fixing a bug after the application of a test strategy. There is a 50% chance of creating another bug. How many bugs would exist in the code after the three testing and bug fix cycles have been carried out? So options are 200, 270, 350, 448, 487. So the correct answer will be 220, 270. Okay, that is option number B. Question number 9 is which of the following types of bugs may not get detected in black box testing but are very likely to be get detected by white box testing? So options are incorrect functionality, missing functionality, trojans, incorrect algorithm, performance errors. So the correct answer for question number 9 will be option number D, that is performance errors. Okay. So moving to the last question, suppose a function named try takes two boolean variables as input. How many valid equivalence classes can be designed for the black box testing of the function try? Options are 2, 4, 6, 8 or 10. So before telling you the correct answer of the last question, I am requesting you to please like the video and share the video with native ones. Okay, so the correct answer for question number 10 will be option number B, that is 4. Okay, so students, we have solved all the questions. Let's submit it. Thanks for watching the video. Please do subscribe channel. Thank you.